but that is going to get extremely tight. Thank goodness those cars are a bit small.
Dude, that was like nearly 9 cars into turn 5 at the same time, and every single one of them came out. Super driving here. Marius Roberts looking back, and he's in the front. He's ahead of Morne Human, and he's ahead of Kitty. That's where he needs to be.
Okay, Human made a big hash coming out of the flip over at the top there. He allowed the drive to go into the hands of Kitty. So it is a straight-out dogfight in the Class Cs. But remember, Marius Roberts lost a lot of points in the first heat.
Jono Koenig fighting it out here with Ishmael Beloy, and of course at the front end now it's Baby Blue, but he's not leading Class B. And that is vital in terms of the overall championship. James Fuller is actually the man who leads things out as they come down onto the braking markers. What a drive there from Fuller. This is going to be his first possibility of a victory. And I tell you something, if he's there, it's going to be a tough man to pass.
Check out the background. This was a huge dice here in the Class Cs, and the guy's a little bit further back. Just got squeezed in, Constantino effect, and got beaten up. But this is Marius Roberts. He's bringing along Van der Zee. Luis van der Walt is blocked terribly. We've got some great onboard footage of the championship and the battle on the track as it unfolds.
Chad Dendershate on the outside as well, just in the mix here. Not really in the hunt for the championship, but of course looking for victory on the day. And that's exactly what Chad's been like all season long. Has not given up. Van der Zee now sneaks in behind Koenig. Then it looks like that is going to be Marius from Kitty. Yes, indeed. Marius Roberts, the tyre shield, Opel Cadet. Just on the back end comes the car king machine, and there we go. Side by side into Castro.
Now this is for the Brave. To sweep around the outside of turn 4, she's got to know she's got a killer setup. The front end is getting pushed out ever so slightly, and Van der Zee is getting all kinds of loose. Thankfully, he brings that thing back online, but Van der Zee may have done a huge favor for Louise because I think that made Marius Roberts back things out.
100%. I have to agree with you perfectly there, Matt. Marius would have tapped out of that one. Oh! Dendershate out of shape and onto the kitty litter. That was huge coming through Kenwood there, and I can tell you something, that's not the way we want to be handling things. Morne Human now onto the back end of Marius. This has been the championship battle almost all season long. Human's had ups and downs, but when he's been on it, he's a tough man to beat.
Yeah, Van der Zee is all of a sudden in the mix. Also a driver and a car that has come on a little bit stronger. There's a replay of Dendershate getting all kinds of loose at the top of the hill.
Can you believe how that car got out of shape properly there? Jaco's back, good to see that. They sorted out his car, but it looks like he's just at the back end of the Class B battle. He's probably looking for about 4th place at this stage, but what an awesome drive, I've got to say, from James Fuller. There goes Koenig, here comes the Class C guys, and it's Kitty on the back end of Van der Zee. Van der Zee's in trouble, I can tell you something. Luis van der Walt once passed badly. Here we go on the inside, looking for a way through, and she's got it.
Yeah, drive out of the corners and a nice hand up there because Van der Zee did give a little bit of space, and she is going and she's going to drop the hammer now because that car is one of the fastest out of the corners in the Class Cs.
Tugwell sneaks up on the inside of Hilton.
Dirty up there.
It certainly is, but that's because of all the incidents that we've already had. And of course, remember we saw some cars sneaking across into the kitty litter. And Jeff Tugwell now looking for an opportunity to keep Hilton behind. Hilton in 2nd place is probably in the best space he can be right now, other than if he was actually leading the race. I don't know how they're going to get information to him. I don't think they're going to get information to him because they don't have any on-track and radios in these cars. But what he has to worry about is Garland is coming. But the other thing he's got to take into account is where is Nick Martin? And of course, if he looks around the circuit, he'll probably see that Martin is not leading Class B.
Yeah, and that's a very key factor because obviously the guys are racing for the overall. It looks like Garland is on the comeback. He's got himself through into a nice solid 3rd place, but it took him a very long time to get there. And he's got around about a 2-second gap to fill in to chase the leaders.
And that's exactly what he's going to be trying to do. Jaco now looking for a way to close down. It's a golf battle at the front end here and trying to close down. Oh, a tag! Morne Human's got tagged there. He had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, he was on the outside.
That looked like Van der Zee, and it's getting all kinds of loose everywhere around the circuit. The 53 car of Beslar, he goes into the wall.
Beslar just getting it completely wrong there. All on his own sim, so I'm not sure what went wrong there, but unfortunately that's him out of it. Front end though, it's Jeff Tugwell looking for a victory. Yellow flag's going to be waving there due to the fact that you've got a car stricken on the outside of turn 5. Here come the leaders. Garland's closing. I don't think he's got enough time though. The mistake he made earlier on is going to cost him dearly and probably going to keep him out of 2nd place in the championship. But I tell you, it's a super drive here from Tugwell.
Yeah, this is the replay there. So on the brakes, just a little bit too late on the brakes at the top of the hill, and he turned, the balance was locked out. He sent him to the wall.
Final race victory is going to go to Jeff Tugwell, but the championship is going to go to Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen. 2nd place, you can see he's pumped. He is shouting and screaming in that car, and a very happy man behind the ASAP Peugeot.
Did you see how hard Garland pushed though? Took it all the way to the wire, and that's how we like to see the championships go.
James Fuller taking out Class B's and winning there. That is going to cost, unfortunately, Nick Martin the overall championship. Kitty's going to take a victory, but is it enough to wrap up the championship?
Just a cracking way to end the season with one of the most spectacular races we have seen. So Tugwell takes it in the A's, the B's goes to James Fuller, and the C's once again goes to Van der Walt. And that wasn't an easy one for her. She worked for it.
What a way to finish the season, but these guys are all now concerned about the impressive little golf behind me.
I think they all know now who James Fuller is. It was an awesome race. I had a good start from the beginning. I just kept it down, kept it clean, stayed on the black stuff.
Certainly gave Baby Blue a bit of a run for his money, and it looks like with you taking this victory away from him, it might have cost him the title, but of course you weren't worried about that. Race wins are what you're looking at.
Race win is what I'm looking at. This is my first race win for the year. Moving to B class, that's awesome. I'm so stoked at the moment.
Well, we don't worry about the yellow cards or anything like that. We've just seen what happened on track, and it looks like by that little victory, overall, championship heads your way once again. Awesome job.
Thank you very much to everyone this year. Thanks to my dad, thanks to ASAP, everyone who supported me. This was an amazing year. I'm so happy to have been here. And to win the championship overall for a second time, I love it. Thank you so much for everything.
It's a brilliant effort out there now. Of course, we've seen how well this car's gone. A bit of preparation, and I think there might be a new one on the cards for next year, and these guys are going to be worried.
I don't know, we're looking at a new thing, maybe a new machine, a Citroen or something else. We'll have to see.
Goldwagen Superhatch 2013 championship finishes up as follows. Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen, your champion. In second place, Nick Martin and Brett Garland in third, just ahead of Marius Roberts and Louise van der Walt.
Class champions for 2013 in A, all about Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen. B, it's about Nick Martin. And C, it's Marius Roberts.
And that wraps up 2013's championship. A big thank you to Goldwagen and all our associate sponsors for the 2013 Goldwagen Superhatch Championship.